Hey good people, I'm back with a part 2 of what I'm calling TikTok conspiracies. Even though it's not just a TikTok thing, it's on YouTube, Instagram, Telegram, Patreon, Facebook, and our minds. It's a lot of different thoughts and truths that a lot of us have been finding out. And it's just nice to see the word actually spreading and going viral. So the first one I'm going to show is actually a recap of the Mermaid one from the first video. It's a lot of speculation as if it's actually real or not, and I like the way that this person did commentary, and it's also a little bit closer, so I'm going to go ahead and show that video, and then I'm going to hop back on. Alright.
How can you still believe that mermaids are not real? This mermaid was found in South Africa. Look at the scales, look at the shimmer on the body. Look at this. It says that the angels went into the fish in the book of Jasher and they started gene splicing. If you look at this carefully, there is a shimmer like a fish over this being's body. And look at the fins. You can even see when they go down by the feet or by the bottom of the flipper that there's a space for this being to give birth. Like you can see the spine. Those look like scales on the face, exactly how they described the mermaids to us. Look at this, y'all. They're touching it. There's flies all over it, and you can hear it grunting. But there's a purplish blue hue to the skin. The hair is colored exactly like they showed us mermaids were. And you can look and tell that that is not something that is fabricated. That being is dying because it's out of water. Y'all, mermaids were real. Sirens are real. This is real.
Yeah, so that was very interesting. I'll let the audience be the judge of that. In my personal opinion, it's very much so likely. Of course, I want to believe it. There's some people that think that maybe it's like a fish that swallowed a person halfway. I think not, or maybe that is just completely fake. And I guess all those people, they work together to make this thing look completely real. Or number 3, that is actually real. I think it's very much so possible. I'm a believer in the supernatural, mystical things, even folklore, because folklore is not fiction. Folklore is literally a collection of real stories from different parts of the world that have similarities. Yeah, so I find that very interesting. Next video, it literally reminds me of the apocalypse that we are probably going through. Even, what's his name, Nostradamus or whatever, he made those predictions really about what they say 2021. But then when you look at the Mayan calendar, it really is 2012, which is the prediction of when things were going to start to fall. There has always been massive resets on our planet, so it does not surprise me. It also, I'm not going to say it adds more joy to life, but it adds more mystery as we find out more truth. So I think I'm going to show 2 clips of that. It's crazy. Then I'll hop back on. 居民朋友们，在疫情封控期间，请严格遵守市政府相关防疫规定，控制灵魂对自由的渴望，不要开窗歌唱。此行为有益
Chinese Communist Party authorities are taking 2-month-old babies away from their parents. Now questions over the reason for it.
Hey, TikTok. Just want to see if anybody else knew what I just found on TikTok and went and researched it and found some video footage. So here it is.
Yeah, so that was quite intense, to be honest with you. We all know that there are things that we just don't know. We can only be where we are, outside of the astral projection and all of that cool stuff that we talk about. It's impossible for us to really know what's going on all around the world, especially when news is literally filtered to us in a way to manipulate our minds. This is very unfortunate to see. It's unfortunate whether this is a real pandemic or not, that this is still going on in different parts of the world, just like how it all started. You know, it started in that same place and it trickled down to here. So it's definitely important to be empathic as well as knowledgeable about what's going on around us, because it will affect us. I pray for everybody. You know, I do smile a lot and everything, but this is quite intense. This is an intense time to be alive and experience this. But you know, I wouldn't want it any other way. This is what we're here for. We all play our roles, and hopefully, you know, more and more people start to come together, bringing awareness. That's why I'm making this, because this is beyond just social media things. These are things that are really going on. So the next video I'm going to drop is from our POTUS, kind of going into exactly that, how, you know, even though things are not going on here, it does affect us all. Sidebar, it's so serious out here that it's so much easier to even filter these videos through TikTok, because it avoids copyrights or being detected by the algorithms on these apps that we post to. I also, just like many others, have to watch out for like keywords. So I'll change a couple words because I don't want this video to be taken down. Even if it's just 50 people that see it, it's 50 more people that know. All right, so let's hop into the next one.
Nothing more to report. With regard to food shortage, yes, we did so talk about food shortages. And it's going to be real. The price of these sanctions is not just imposed upon Russia. It's imposed upon an awful lot of countries as well, including European countries and our country as well.
All my family and friends and those following my TikTok, you know, over the past 3 years, I've been talking about this very moment, okay? We're in a currency reset, no matter what they say, okay? The chances of us seeing hyperinflation is likely, okay? This isn't a game. We need to take what we're hearing right here seriously, okay? And you need to figure out how you can start preparing for this transition.
Yeah, so once again, you know, it came from the horse's mouth. It's just one of those things that we seen coming. It's one of those things that is documented in history, happening a whole lot of times. So is it unlikely? Is it impossible to happen? No, it's better to be proactive than reactive. That's one of the mottos that I live by. I want to be prepared for the worst, but hoping and praying every single day for the best. So welcome to 2022. Welcome to this new century, this new age of being. There is a lot of ups and downs that come with it. All right, so the next one I'm going to show kind of piggybacks off of the Ethiopian clip that I shared or whatever. Sorry, something popped up on my screen that I shared. But yeah, this is more time changes that other people are recognizing. So let's hop into it.
Y'all thought y'all was freaked out about Ethiopia? Watch this. Nepal is 56 years ahead of us. It is 2078. Tomorrow's date is March 28, 2078 in Nepal. Mind blowing.
Is it possible? Probably, could be. One thing I can say for sure, you can ask anybody who, I don't want to say has nothing to do all day. You can ask somebody who's retired, for instance. You can ask somebody who's in prison, for instance. Someone who was out of the constructs of what people consider the matrix. And time is like the biggest factor in it. You can even ask a person who lives off of the grid. They're going by the sun when it comes up, when it comes back down, stuff like that. But, yeah, time is definitely a construct of the mind. I've even had some time off, especially in quarantine, where things just kind of jumbled together. It even goes back to that other video where you heard all these people screaming. Being confined in a space, not being able to expand the mind will drive us crazy. Maybe that's the goal here. But yes, you then realize that time is literally what you make it. Just like a lot of other things in this world, we would have a lot more control if we weren't being manipulated. But at the same time, it ain't real. You could disagree with me. I look forward to that. But yes, it's something that was made up. It's not to say that the stars aren't aligned a certain way, that astrology is not real. It's more so to say that right now it's 4:00. It's something that somebody told us. Just like we name colors. I always say that, like, we named blue, red, but we could have named it something else and it would have been named something else. Anyway, let's hop into the next video. Yeah, so the next video goes back to my previous one, resurfacing on technology and just how things are changing. Like I always say, welcome to 2022, and let's hop in the video.
So guys, I come to the store here, Walgreens. I get out. It's amazing. I have to come in for a reason. I want you to look at something. Nobody knows what these are, but I do. Look at this. What do you see here? What does that say? What does that say? What is that? Do you know what it is? Look at that. What does it say? What is that? Wave to speak. What do you have to wave to speak? Huh? This is in Florida, and no wonder why. Oh, the scheme of what they're planning. You get that chip put in you. What are you going to do? You can't buy unless you scan your hand. Father above, I come right now, present this evilness to you that lurks in the Walgreens down in Disney World. Father, we know exactly what they're doing to this world. We know what Lucifer's doing. He wants to put hand chips in everybody, but he's not going to win because we're going to bring the mic down on this world under your authority. We're going to shut it down. Father, to continue to push the might of who you are through me. Allow everybody to come to know you the right way.
Yeah, so that's in Walgreens in Florida. I do find it kind of ironic that it's in Walgreens. I'm not saying that Walgreens ain't getting money. Of course they are, but it's like, wow, even Walgreens? I would think that Walmart first or something, or Target at least. I've been in like Bank of America here on the East Coast, and they didn't even have tellers anymore. It was literally like these kiosks that you just walk up to, you handle your business, and you're done. No different than a drive-thru. They've been prepping us for a long time with the drive-thrus and stuff like that, but literally no people. Start thinking in those terms, because those things are here, and they're trickling in slowly but surely, just like the robotic nurses. For instance, Alexa, she literally makes us lazy. She can cut on the lights for us. She could play our music. We don't even got to move, cut the TV on. We are being conditioned to accept this new part of reality, if you want to call it, whether you want to attach or detach yourself. Let's see, what else do I have loaded? This one is just from what's going on in Europe, I will say. I don't even want to say like where it is or whatever. Just an update. It's also a little bit, I don't want to say technology based, just science based of just where we're going, how demonic some people can be in their tactics to get the things that they want. Let's go.
Right now, U.S. intelligence is working to confirm if chemical weapons were used by Russia in Mariupol, Ukraine. This all comes after reports claim Russia used a drone to drop a poisonous substance on Ukrainian troops.
Yeah, so it's literally poison. It's not even funny. I'm not even here to pick a side or who I want to win because really, neither. It's not about winners. It's a lot of losers out here. People that's losing their lives and stupid decisions that they're making to continue with these things. All right, so the last video is just going to be what I call more conspiracy. I'm just going to play it and then I'll follow up with my final commentation.
Look at that girl. Look at that hair. See it? It's falling from the sky. Like it came out of space. Where'd it go? Where's the... It dropped. OMG, there's people out there looking. Where'd it go? I heard a loud cry. Wow.
And there you have it, good people. With that last one, I find it fascinating. I've seen a lot of different things in the sky myself, even with other people. So I do have witnesses. I have co-stars. But I question what it is at this point. All this technology that's out here, the holograms, you got cloaking. You can make whatever look like whatever. And who's to say what source is actually coming from? A lot of that, especially if you know about Project Blue Beam, yeah, that's literally what the tactic is to make us think or believe this or that. We see what's going on in the world. We see what's going on with the pandemic. It's like, at this point, it's nothing that they won't do in order to keep us under control for whatever reason, even though that's another video that I want to make a topic on. I like to make these type of videos. I think I'm liking it because it just leaves things open. It's less opinion. It's more so putting things out there with actual receipts just by themselves. You can also do the same research and just sharing different ideas. I question about, these other planets. We also, a lot of us at least are aware of like NASA and maybe the fact that they haven't been telling us the truth or the full truth of what's going on, what they see. Have they ever even left the planet? And if they have, how far have you gone? Have you gone to the moon? Have you not? XYZ. There's also this documentary on Netflix with Elon, and he's, kind of going through his trials and tribulations of actually orbiting, just to see how hard that is. I just wonder, we all wonder, and it's a beautiful thing because we're not just being sold on whatever somebody is trying to sell us. We're actually inquiring about the tools that make it work and seeing if it's actually true or not. So yeah, this is just a recap on even the first video. You got to really think about it. If all of these things were just present, from when we can remember consciousness even coming to us, because as a child we're kind of just receiving and enjoying and just seeing the world from a certain level of view, a certain vibration. But as we grow older, we start to question and interpret even more. Not to say that the child does not, they just do it fluidly, they do it without thinking. And we got to put some thought into it because we've been programmed. But yeah, just to think, if we did see these things since the first day, then this, would be anything. I find it to be just intriguing. I'm excited about it because we got something to look forward to. I know that some of these things are real. And we could spend the rest of our lives now getting to know and finding out more truths about this stuff and not just denying it and letting people hide it from us. I wonder if the same rules would apply, which I'm sure if, let's say monkeys were never discovered and all of a sudden, they finally want to admit that, hey, it's monkeys. And then we finally see monkeys and we think that they aliens or something like that because we just never seen them up until a certain point. So is it possible? Yeah, absolutely. It's possible. I'm open to those ideas. And yeah, even going to China, which is just completely sad. And I pray for those people. I pray for all people. I pray for all of us that will make it through, that, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I want to stay hopeful. I want to be on that. It's not even like trying to be. It's just certain things that we have control over and there's certain things that we do not. I do believe that you reap what is sown, and it's not to say that, whatever's going on in these other places are remnants of that, because it's a lot even going on in this place. But outside of the things that's going on in the world, there is a you, so we always have to work on ourselves first, because we can't even make changes and be a better vessel, a positive vessel for this world if we're not working on ourselves, So I want to be as high vibrational as possible, let my feelings be what they may, and also bring some awareness to what's going on, man. Whether you believe it or not, share your thoughts. I look forward to my next video, and until then, I hope everyone has a blessed day. All right.